Hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday morning. Hope you're all doing well. Hey, it's finally fall in Napa. Woohoo! It was like 39 degrees today. I went and did the workout at 6:30, and then I've got like a personal challenge to myself. I'm trying to run a mile every day this month or more. And so I came home, Livy and I went and ran a mile, and we were like, wow, it's really cold. I wonder how cold it is outside. Came home and looked at the temperature. It's 39 degrees. Oh, yeah, no wonder. So anyway, it's finally fall. Hey, hallelujah. Woo! And Damien just brought me my coffee, so I'll be perking up here in a minute. I hope you guys are doing well and having a great week. Welcome to Life Builders, the simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. And one thing that I would love to hear from you about is what topics you would like to hear about. What are you struggling with? What would you like some tips with? Hey, Melanie. What are the topics that you're interested in where you think, I think my life would be healthier and stronger if I could master this area or work on this area? I'd love to hear from you what some topics are that you think would be great for you. And then also wanted to tell you today I'm talking a little bit about something that toddlers do that we don't do that we need to learn from them. If you've ever had a toddler, a little 3 or 4 year old, you know this very well. They're trying to figure out the world. And what do? Hey, Sarah. What do toddlers do? They're assessing things, they're asking things. They can ask you up to 10,000 questions a day. It feels like, I don't know if it's 10,000, but they literally can ask thousands of questions a day. It's crazy. And just why this? Why that? Why is that going on? What that? Da, 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 da. And they're assimilating all this information. Hey, oh, I got my little heart. Hi. But the thing is, by the time, this is kind of sad, but by the time people get to about the 8th grade, statistically, they are only asking 2 or 3 questions a day. And I'm not talking into questions about like, what are we having for dinner or whatever like that, but questions about the world. And why? Why is it that when we grow up, we don't ask questions about the world? We don't try to figure out what's going on. Part of it's probably our education system because they're so focused on getting the content down that we forget to encourage our students to really ask questions and to teach them how to research those things and find them out. I find that even in homeschooling. When I was thinking about this yesterday, I realized, oh man, I've gotten away from those rabbit trails of the good questions that she used to ask. And so yesterday we were talking about Bigfoot, and I'm like, why don't you just research Bigfoot and find out? What do you think about Bigfoot? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's not real? What do you guys think? Bigfoot? Hoax or real? What do you think? I know what I think, but it'll be interesting to have her look into that. But here's the thing. In our world today, we're dealing with a lot of different perspectives and a lot of things with, the riots and the election, and there's a tension. But what if we were curious instead of critical? What if we actually went to our black friend, and said, hey, how do you feel about this? Do you see racism? Do you see these things? And I just relate that because I have a cousin who's black, and some of the books that she suggested me to read, I'm going to read them and one of them was called Between the World and Me. Between the World and You. Anyway, I have to look it up, but I want to read it because I want to find out what is it that you're, from your perspective, what's going on. And for instance, her husband, who's black, was, pulled over. He was a manager working at Trader Joe's. He would go early in the morning and get stalked, and he got pulled over at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were like, where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to work. But then of course, guess what? My dad's gotten pulled over for the same thing, and he's white, so I'm not saying that he got pulled over for that, but anyway, what I am saying is let's ask the questions and let's be curious about our world, and let's grow and learn and learn about other people's perspectives and learn about the world around us and the things that we don't know about. Let's always be growing. Let's always be learning. So that is one takeaway that you can learn from a toddler is how to be curious. So be curious instead of critical today, and ask the questions and find out the answers. Don't be afraid to research them and find out the answers for yourself. Anyway, I hope you guys all have an awesome day. May your minds be fierce and your hearts brave and your spirits strong. And I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.